hello, and welcome to another Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, along with the smiling head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick. It's always easier to do like this, but I got to tell you, you look at the West Side teams, play, of course, at Mustang and more, bringing a lot of kids with them, and they look better. Union wins the football game, but that's not a bad-looking football team there.
No, I think Moore's a really good football team. I think that they, Coach Hill has done a great job with them. This is their third year with that set of kids that a bunch of them played as sophomores. PC North as well, another team that you mentioned, but there's some really good teams on that west side, and Edmond Santa Fe beat Broken Arrow this past week, so there's a lot of good football in 6A right now.
All right, so let's just be happy that that's a win for Union. Let's take a look at the stats from the game as the Redskins win it, and win it going away, as a matter of fact. And if you look at the stats, you might think, all right, yeah, Union dominates total yards, everything else is fairly close. Where do you think the big difference was?
Well, I think there's some hidden yardage in there. They had a couple of the errant snaps. The most important player on the team, I think, is your deep snapper, without a doubt. They had a couple of bad snaps. We got a short field. The thing that I like the most, we're continuing to get some turnovers in those areas. Obviously, running the football, I thought we did well. And then, they had unfortunately for them, they had probably their best receiver go out early in the game, and it really shut down some of their passing game. But their quarterback and tailback were a big load, without a doubt.
And still, with that being said, you guys really went after and tackled them.
Yeah, we did a good job. We had to adjust, obviously, to some things. And again, anytime you look at stats, and I say this every week, special teams is a big part of that. And I think we won the punt this week, yardage-wise, by an average of 33-12. So there's a lot of hidden yardage in there that when you've got a good return game like we do with Kyler Pearson, we've got a great punter in the way that Forbes is kicking the football, those kinds of things. And then in our coverage units, I don't think they had any return yards. So outstanding job for our special teams again.
Yeah, and let's actually go backwards, and we'll start with special teams player of the week, because it was Stefan, and we'll get to some other parts of that in a second, but he continues to just keep people from returning the football. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, he does a great job. Of course, he kicks 6 in the end zone as kickoffs, and then the punting game has been really good and really solid all year. Kicked I think a 32-yard field goal. We were 6 for 6, I think, in the red zone, scoring points. And there's a lot of teams that would love to be 6 for 6 in the red zone, no matter what level of football you're playing.
And then Kyler Pearson on offense, and I mentioned him for a couple of reasons. You mentioned special teams. Him just catching punts many times without a return saves you so many hidden yards. That's no doubt.
Tough guy, without a doubt.
And then offensively, obviously, what do you say?
Yeah, I think he probably, every time he touched the ball the other night, probably got about 30 yards on average, and played exceptional. Blocking down the field. A lot of times you look at Kyler, not the biggest guy on the field, but just his tenacity and how hard he plays. Unfortunately, we did have the fumble that, I'm just telling you, great hustle play. He gets a touchdown by recovering a fumble. I think he looked like he came from about 25 yards away and got on that fumble in the end zone. We'll see that on video. But heads up guy, you can always count on Kyler.
And Jake Rogers, I thought the other night I called his name about 100 times, and it turned out to be 18 tackles.
18 times. I think our record for game was done by Kobe Evans, an outstanding linebacker, 23 tackles. And you could probably find a few that Jake probably missed here or there, but not very many. He had 18 tackles the other night. Jake continues to produce well. He's a good football player for us.
All right, so you're going to see a terrific performance here, and from all three phases of the football game coming up at Union and more. We'll get to the first half highlights next, right here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Hey Union students, show off your Union spirit by wearing Union gear, only available at the UWear store. The UWear store has athletic gear, clothing, and other merchandise so that you and your friends can look stylish while repping the U. The UWear store has the best quality items and is partnered up with major brands such as Nike, Under Armour, and even Champion. For a limited time, Union High School students who present their ID at checkout will receive 10% off all items. So stop by the UWear store today and reward yourself with some awesome gear.
Welcome back, Union Football Coaches Show. Let's get right to the first half highlights of the Redskins and more. Rick Corey along with Coach Kirk Frederick. And you come out in the all gray with the red helmets. I love the lids. Those are nice.
Yeah, it's a great look, and the red helmets are always a big hit. Our kids love wearing those, and just the different combinations that we have for uniforms. Come out defensively, Jake Rogers, we said made a lot of plays. We missed a tackle on the edge, but right there, JoJo's there to make a nice play. I thought JoJo played well at safety as well. Some big plays inside, defensive line making a nice stop. Come back here, pick up a couple of yards there, but not too many. Trying to keep the ball from getting down the field. There's Jake scraping in there. Does a really good job. Defensive line making some big plays. And then how about Gabe Ford coming in, making a nice stop there with Josh Frederick off that edge. Got pressure from Michael Walker. Forces an errant throw. And again, just some really good football in there. There's Jake again making a nice play. That quarterback and tailback, I'm telling you, they were probably bigger than anybody we had on defense. They were tough to bring down. Offensively, come out, get started right here. You see some great blocking by Jake off the edge there. Receivers do a good job. A.J. Green carrying the football. Run a little bit of quarterback draw action and don't block that edge very well, that side. And so that first series, we get a 3 and out. And so defense needs to come out and hold them again. And just look at the guys swarming there. You got Kalo. You got Marley Forsberg, Bajek, a lot of guys in there on the tackle.
Marley's really coming on.
Marley comes free again on a twist, does a good job. Joe covering the receiver down on the wheel route, and there's one of those special teams plays. Got good pressure on the center. We got a short field. Come back here, run the quarterback sweep. It always looks like there's not much there, and I'm telling you, Rovon's a strong runner. Picks up a lot of yards, does a really good job with it. Here he is again, just kind of finding those creases and finding those holes inside. Offensive line played well again. Really good job stepping up in the pocket and just a little bit high there. KP comes up with the catch, tries to get the feet in, right there, really close, and unfortunately just out, by a few feet there. Come back in, we get those points. We talked about red zone points, and we're able to take a lead 3-0.
Yep, no problem right there. He's so calm in doing it too.
Oh yeah, it's an easy one there. They come back here, we run a little slant action. Our linebackers at the fit, and they do a good job with that. Jake kind of blowing it up there, and you got Junior coming in, making a nice tackle from the safety position. They get us on a bootleg, pick up a first down. You got Jaden Rowe, sophomore corner, coming in, makes a nice stop. They did a really good job in their schemes up front, created a couple of gaps that we had to fix, but our guys really handled it well on the sideline, did a nice job. You can see again, there's Jake Rogers coming off that edge, and there's that powerful tailback. We've got to do a better job of getting him on the ground. We could not tackle these guys up high. They were just too strong, too big. Come back in again, miss the tackle. You can tell why this quarterback's I think he's going to Kansas. Just a tough athlete, tough guy to handle. Again, we come in, and I think we knocked each other off on that play there, but he's got great balance and great strength, and now he's in the red zone, and we've got to do a good job here. Good job by Junior stepping up in the open gap here, and Jake Rogers making a nice stop there. Big time play coming in. Caleb Kalo makes a nice stop, and just about got another interception there. Chauncey on the coverage in the end zone, and we come back and force them to a field goal. Really proud of our defense stepping up. Offensively, pick up a couple of yards there, not much there inside. They did a good job taking away AJ. Try to take a shot down the field, and man, that sure is fun to see. We've been a little bit anemic to these deep shots, and KP's down the field. Rovon throws a great ball. KP's able to run underneath it there and pick up big yardage down to about the 10-yard line. Great job, good vision inside by AJ, some pretty good blocking up front. Got a great edge block there by Damon Sanders, and Rovon goes in for the touchdown.
Not only the quickness, but that low center of gravity. When he bends over, he just blasts.
Excellent block. You can see right there. by Jake Henry. Outstanding reach block by Jake. Really good senior offensive lineman at the left tackle position. Makes a great stop. We misfit a little bit on the quarterback. When you do, he's going to make you pay. He gets to the outside. We've got to get him out of bounds. I thought that Moore did a good job of responding well. Gabe comes in, does a nice job making a nice play there. We get pressure by Jake Rogers. Get him on the ground. There's Marley there to finish it up. They try to take a deep shot down the field, and great coverage there by Chauncey Andrews, knocking the ball away. Got another errant snap. Fortunate for us, and pick up a lot of yardage in that one. Those aren't the yards you see in the stat column, but anytime you can start your offense on about the 15-yard line, it's pretty positive.
The key is making them pay for what you did.
Well, one of these things that's really tough is AJ getting the ball right here. Yards after contact, he's a very strong runner himself. He's got great blocking off that edge right there. Excellent job to the outside there. I believe that's Lipsy on the block, and then he brings the defender with him into the end zone. Kalo with another big stop from the outside. Got pressure coming here. Gabe picks up the pressure, and you can see the corner coming up, making a nice play there. And we pick up a personal foul, a late hit on the quarterback, gives them a fresh set of downs.
Making them work for it, though.
Quarterback does a good job on the read play. We don't fit it as well as we need to from the safety position. Got to make those guys bounce that ball all the way out. They come back here. Great job. This is one of those where Joe picks up the interception. The receiver actually ran into our defender on that one. It's one of those where you see the flag come out and you want to tell the guys, hey, just go down. Don't waste your energy. Of course, when you're playing, you have no idea what the flag is. But the receiver actually ran into us on that one. But we got the penalty for it. So we're down here in the end zone. We got to make a big play, and boy, do we ever. You see Kalo coming in with the fumble recovery. Outstanding job. As we see here, get a little bit of a snap problem here. It's fun to see some things actually go our way every once in a while. And you can see that we're right there. What a big stop. If you just keep playing, like we tell our guys, just keep playing football, make them snap it. Some good things can happen. Defense forces the turnover, and so offense is back to work. Making another shot down the field. And I think John had it there and got the pass interference call. Gives us a few yards, and you love seeing the way this guy's running the football, doing a great job with it. There's AJ again. Come back with the boot pass to the outside. Rovon does a good job getting it to KP. There's our player of the game offensively. Tough kid getting the ball, getting down the sideline. Rovon picks up a couple yards on the read play. Come back, run the counter there to Junior. Junior, great vision. He's an excellent runner inside the box. And Junior makes a nice play there.
He does not go down easily.
Excellent job there, running the football. Played a lot of safety, played a little bit of tailback, and we've got to get the ball security there. There's that recovery we talked about from KP. Might be the play of the game right there when we've got a chance here to go down there and get a big lead on a good football team. And unfortunately, the ball gets popped loose. And you can see out of nowhere, KP, this is just a hustle play. Outstanding job. And people may not realize we work a lot on how to recover fumbles. And he does a great job sliding into the ball. A lot of times guys will try to dive on it. They'll roll over the top of it and aren't able to secure it. KP does a really good job with that.
Yeah, he was a blur when he went in after.
Good tackle there by Jaden. Josh sets the edge. Jaden comes back in again there with Jake Rogers. Does a really good job. They come back with the play action, the double move, and man, what a catch. One-handed catch by Chauncey Andrews. Picks up the interception. A lot of fun here. Great shot from the end zone. Looked like the receiver on that one. We told our guys try to become the receiver. Great job. Good one-handed catch. Secures it for the pick, and everybody's having a good time here at halftime.
Chauncey's really raised his game the last couple of weeks. What's he doing right?
He's playing really well. Obviously, he's playing with a lot more confidence. You know, from the corner position, he was playing safety early in the year and learned a lot about our defense, moved into corner, playing with a lot of confidence. Knows he has one job to do, and he's doing it very well.
He certainly is. All right, when we come back, we'll see another good job, the second half, Union and more, next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school Pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independent Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independent Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
We're back on the U Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach. I'm Rick Corey. Let's get right to the second half highlights because they're just so much fun. Here's Union and more Redskins with a big lead and the ball.
Get the ball, come out in second half. Got Avante, senior tailback, run the football, does a really good job. Such a tough kid, the way he runs the football. Alex Slaughter out there helping him out from the guard position. Got a good kind of an RPO, run pass option off the counter play to KP to the outside. You always want to come out in the third quarter and try to win those first 4 minutes. Get the ball, try to establish something for the second half. And that ball right there is probably the best ball that Rovon threw all night. Love the read, love the way he threw the curl route inside here. Got great protection. Puts the ball right there where KP can catch it. And then, of course, give him the ball and just kind of a punt return after that for him. Picks up a lot of yards. Great play call here by Coach Ropke. Little wheel route out of the backfield with the tailback. And great presence of mind. One, to catch the football. That ball's in the air for a long time. And you know that Junior Smith is going, man, is it ever going to come down? Is it ever going to come down? And then presence of mind to dive and reach out and get inside the pylon for the touchdown. Pretty good for a sophomore.
A nice throw. He didn't slow him down. He let him continue.
Caught it right on the stride. There's Jake with another tackle. We've got to try to make really a good stand. You know, that we tell our defense all the time, the possession after a score is a big deal to try to answer when the offense is trying to answer, try to put a stop to it. That's how you gain momentum. Kalo comes in, makes a nice stop. They come back with the boot play they hit on us earlier. They do a good job with it. Jaden comes in, makes a nice stop, gets in on the play. We misfit a little bit there. Junior comes, makes a nice stop there from the safety spot. They run the counter play inside. A lot of good fits inside by our linebackers. Again, making plays, making them snap the ball, try to make them drive it all the way down the field, see if we can keep them from scoring. Maybe they get a few yards, but hopefully, you know, they'll make a mistake along the way.
And there it is.
There's that mistake. Great stop there. We got a good strip fumble there to Jake Rogers. Jake Rogers, tell those guys, hey, bring me the ball. Does a good job with it. Nice job by Jake. You can see the ball coming through here. Junior strips the ball out. Jake Rogers recovers the fumble. Again, another good red zone stop. Defense needed something big to happen, and Jake does a nice job.
So, yeah, his turnover is.
Yeah, he gets the turnover there and he gets fruit snacks for it, right?
Yeah, but
just like a dancing bear.
But he's not going to be selfish with the fruit snacks. Watch.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what happens. Oh, excellent job. Look at that. Comes up there, gives the fruit snacks away. Nice second half snack there for somebody in the stands.
He can send him up the press box if he wants.
That's right. That's a nice move. I didn't see that. I'm glad the camera caught it. Kaya Belt gets a good ball to the outside there. Des McDaniels with a good block. Come right back here with Avante. What a great cut. Excellent cut on the stretch. Gets the ball up inside. The offensive line working in unison. Good job on that. And just a misread here. Threw a good ball on that one too. It just happened to be the wrong guy on the read. We'll get some of those things corrected. Defensive line, Jake Henry in there. D-line does a good job coming off the ball. And how about Micah coming back with Jake Rogers? Makes a nice play off the screen. Excellent job by Joe and company coming in, making a nice stop on the quarterback. Here we are with Belt to the outside. Just a great block by Damon. Damon makes a nice play from the tight end position. Guys continuing to play tough. We want to, against PC North, we didn't finish the second half like we needed to. We're continuing to talk to our guys about, hey, we need to finish this up.
Well, I thought your defense especially kept up really good intensity.
Defense played well. We've got a goal of ours each week is no fourth quarter touchdowns, and unfortunately we give one up here in the fourth quarter on a big run that really gets them in there. Just kind of lost some focus. Again, this is a kid you do not tackle up high. There's no doubt about it. Love the hustle play out of Kalo. Gets him down, gives us a chance, and just too much momentum. Got to give more credit for continuing to battle and fight. We need you to answer quick here. Offense, again, make sure that we don't lose any district points. We got a decent lead. We don't want to mess around and in a district race. You want to get your 15 points there. Chauncey Andrews with a nice return out past the 40. Come back, good protection, great play call down the field there to Damon Sanders. A little tight end love there, catches a good ball, gets the ball down inside. Great read, great execution, good job, Damon, from the tight end spot. It's been blocking all night and gets us down there close to the 10-yard line. Come back, run the counter play, great cut inside there by Avante. Does a really nice job. And then Rovon is able to get the ball in for the touchdown.
He's unflappable when the ball bounces around. And it has hit his hands like that a couple of times. He just gathers and goes.
Continues to go. Defensively, let's come out and get a big stop here. You got Torrey Thrower at nose guard, does a great job. And Jaden almost comes up with a pick. Good coverage to the outside. Our guys continuing to battle and do a good job. And we force another 3 and out. Run the football. Let's go to the house. Let's try to find a way to eat some clock. We do a good job. Rovon comes in, makes a nice cut, gets us that first down, allows us to come in and again in a couple of positions. Hey, let's don't take any more hits than we need to. Start to sub a couple of guys out. Again, it's a long season. You want to finish the drive, but you also don't want guys to take any extra hits. Come in here with John Brandon. LJ gets the ball. Sophomore running back. Love the way he's been running the football on Monday nights in some of the JV games. And let's see what LJ can do. Gets the ball, does a great job. Good cut, tough runner, picking up the tough yards inside. Good blocking from our guys. And you can see what a great cut to the outside, and a lot of celebrating on the sideline when you get a sophomore tailback comes in, makes a nice play.
He looks like he's got some terrific speed too.
Yeah, this is a really good cut. An outstanding job, and he's gotten better and better throughout the season. And is proud of him, and fun to see those guys celebrate.
So you walk across the field, shake a few hands, and get pretty excited about the fact you've won a couple in a row. And against good teams in the past, sometimes against the West, you'd go, okay, you're supposed to do that. But that's a good football team.
It's a good football team. I'm interested to see how Moore finishes up. Obviously interested because it's a tight district race, and you look at both sides. We've got teams that are, have gotten, Owasso's about the only one who hasn't lost a game, and the rest of us are trying to get better and better, and we're fighting and going back and forth. Kind of makes you want to pull your hair out, but it also makes it very interesting for 6A football.
Yeah, I don't have the hair problem. All right, when we come back, we'll take a look at our up close and personal. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service.
Affordable financing and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at ClassicChevrolet.net.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
One final segment here on the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey with the head coach, Kirk Frederick, and I want to show you some great shots in our up close and personal. And you know, by the way, these are from David Fisher. You can go to dcfisherphotos.com and see these and even download them.
Hey, it's a lot of fun to see these pictures here. Of course, got a great play here. You got Gabe down low. I believe that's Josh Frederick in there on the tackle. Kalo there. A lot of game tackling with the big guys we had to get after. AJ Green, Damon Sanders. Excellent job on the edge, run the stretch play. You can get Jake involved in that one. Gabe Ford coming in. Of course, Jake Rogers, we've said his name about 1,000 times. Had a lot of plays. He and Kalo have played really well. This is one of those signs that more probably don't want to see very much, and that's the punt block team. Those guys doing a great job up front. A lot of pressure on that punter and that snapper to get that ball off in a certain time. Jake Henry in the background, doing a great job in his pass protection, playing very solid all year. Of course, Rovon there in the picture, throwing the deep ball there to KP. Jaden, we talked about the sophomore corner coming up, the more quarterback trying to get that stiff arm. Jaden's a big kid. It's going to make a lot of plays for us. Here's Jaden again with Jake, tackling the big tailback. Does a really nice job. JoJo in the background. A lot of fun. Some of these photos will be really cool for these kids. Maybe even their kids someday to look back and say, Dad, you really did play. Yeah. Outstanding job. There's Rowe again, carrying the football. Love the exchange look. You love the way our guys are looking. You got Avante in there looking downfield on his cut. And then, again, outstanding photo here as we're carrying the football, doing a really good job. And outstanding job of our guys with the eyes up, good ball. Security, something we're constantly talking about to our kids. Still putting the ball on the ground too much for a head coach to like, but our guys continuing to play well and trying to use the right technique.
I said to you on the radio as we were finishing the game the other night, I said, hey, you're on kind of a roll. And you said, hey, 2 in a row is not a roll unless it's birdies.
Yeah,
right?
There's no doubt about it.
But your team has played much better the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. You've seen them come along. What are you doing better?
You know, I think the thing that our guys are continuing to just come back to work and trying to, one of the things that I think we've done is we've had to create our own energy. We've been working hard. We've been doing those things. Even against Mustang, I thought we practiced very well. We just didn't have much energy. We, the bad things were happening to us, turned the ball over, crazy things were happening to us. So you feel like you had a chance to win that game, and so your confidence is low. And just the energy level at practice, the energy level within our sideline has changed. The confidence that our kids have made. I've talked to several coaches, some of the coaches that started out poorly, Gary Rose down at Carl Albert, Dale Condon over at Wagner. There's been a few of those seasons where they've come back and won championships, but started out, 1-5 and 1-4 and some of those different things. And talking to those guys, what'd you do different, And they said, sometimes it just clicks. You make a couple of adjustments with kids, and you just grab that big momentum swing and try to hang on to it.
Well, we've said it 100 times, it's not the best team, it's the team playing best. And as you improve through the year, teams that played you earlier aren't ready for the new improved you. Even though they've seen you, they know what they played the first time. It does make you a little harder to prep for, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I know we were getting better without a doubt. And I knew early on it would take some time for us to do that. I still believe we're getting better. We're not there yet. We still have 3 weeks left. And I don't look at Friday nights. I don't look, hey, we got 3 games left. I look at 3 Mondays, 3 Tuesdays, 3 Wednesdays. Those are those practices and those things where you're gaining that valuable technique that might win a game for you when you get to the playoffs.
All right, real quickly, tell us about this week.
Norman North coming in. It's senior week for our guys. Last regular season home game for our kids. Got a great group of seniors that we want to honor all week. Norman North's got a tough team. They got a receiver with the last name Switzer as well. So you never know. There might be a Barry sighting in the stands.
Yeah,
but good football team, great tight end, good blocking up front, well coached.
There's always a Switzer or a Stoops on those teams
true.
down there in Norman, aren't there? All right, we'll see you next week right here after, we hope, another Union victory on the Union Football Coaches Show.